Welcome back to your new moon in Aquarius reading for January 21st, 2023. This is a 2-week new moon period where new cycles are kind of coming up for us, and you have the Temperance card for a theme, as a theme. I know this card very well. I've been dealing with it for, I think, probably the last year, actually. And I think Pisces has been quite busy with the Temperance card as well. And it's refinement. We're turning lead into gold. This is happening on an inner level, but of course your outer world reflects your inner world. And we're refining. We are refining our inner world. We're refining the things that we're creating for the outer world. But that takes time and patience. So you have to temper yourself, temper your emotions, find balance, refinement here. All right, let's see how that pertains to your new moon reading, or your new cycle that's coming in. And it starts with the Queen of Wands. So this is my Leo card, but I like this woman. I really like her. She is the perfect balance for me. She is that solar, outgoing, young male energy, not young, that that force of nature that gets pushed out. It's the thing that it's sort of egoic, but it's the thing that gets us up in the morning and gets us doing stuff. Okay, it's that fire that's lit within. And she's a female, which is the yin energy, the receptive energy, the magnetic energy that attracts. And so she has this really perfect, for me, she has this perfect balance. And I just really like the Queen of Wands. And I think that she is creative. She's a good friend. And she's an attractor. I think they are people of integrity. If I could say anything negative about the Queen of Wands, they do really care about their appearance and can go to great lengths to look good. So, I mean, great lengths. So, it's not just getting a great haircut or whatever. It's plastic surgery, the whole 9 yards. But that's when you're out of balance, or when she's out of balance. Otherwise, she's just perfect the way she is. And people are attracted to her. Ooh, and the High Priestess. This is a very internal energy. It is the more magnetic of the Magician and the High Priestess. So the Magician is the electric and the High Priestess is the magnetic. These are secrets. These are the mysteries. And that goes really well with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is magic. And I mean, even with her black cat there, that's magic. She's magic. Again, with that electric or electromagnetic energy that she carries, which is the stuff of life, you know. That's what creates on this planet. All right, well, there can be secrets with this person. I could say that. But she's spiritual, and so is the High Priestess. So this could be a very spiritual time for you. You may come across somebody that is highly spiritual or has some secrets or mysteries for you. But we'll get into that a little bit more. Let's keep going here. This is you and how you see the whole situation. Nice. So this could be a family member, it could be a friend or something like that, but you are feeling very good about it. Also, I want to mention that the Temperance is very much this kind of energy, the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. It's turning knowledge into wisdom. So the Ten of Cups is happy family, happy emotional life. It's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And the only negative thing I could say about it is that we can have rose-colored glasses on sometimes. So make sure you take them off once in a while so you can see the reality of the situation. But otherwise, it's sort of having faith. Not sort of, it is having faith, and having faith that you can be happy, that there is fulfillment, that there's emotional fulfillment there for you. The 10 of Cups, or any 10 card, is the end of a situation while you begin something new simultaneously. With that, you have the 7 of Wands, which is really the 7 of Wands. Somebody who is seeing things from a higher perspective. It's a competition card, and you can be quite, or really, but you are heads and tails above the rest. They can't touch you from where you are, and simply because you see things from a higher perspective. You take the high road, which is really nice with the 7 of Wands. So any competition, anything that kind of has you, tries to knock you down from your position, you have the upper hand. And the result is, okay, interesting, the Queen of Wands. Now, I'm going to pull another one with that, but in my world, when I have bookends, I call them bookends, it's the same card on either side. So if it was let's say a 7 of Wands and a 7 of Cups, I would almost ignore these two, and it would tell me to really hone in and focus on this center card, the 10 of Cups. So keep that in mind. It's really great as far as I'm concerned. Now, these could be friends, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. They could be part of the reason why you feel happy and joyous, and maybe there's some gatherings with these people that really bring some joy into your life, or you bring joy into theirs. That's also very possible. And you have a 5 of Wands here. So this could be a nice little challenge. Now, the Queen of Cups is the Scorpio card, so this can be you. And this is somebody who is very psychic and intuitive. They feel things at a very deep level, and they go quite deep. So there's a high concentration here. And that can be on your emotional life, because it's the Queen of Cups, and cups are emotion. So you have the 5 of Wands along with that. This can be kind of a lively debate, but it can be cooperative efforts. And because there are so many people here, you have a wand and a cup, it can be that somebody's vying for your attention. It can be somebody that, or a couple of people that want to work with you and want you to work with them. Because the 5 of Wands is, they all have the same kind of goal in mind. Everybody just has a different idea of how to get there. So it can be some agitation or small disagreements. It's nothing like the 5 of Swords, but, agitation, I would say, inner agitation. But let's get some clarification cards and really pull this together. So the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. With the Emperor. Emperor is my leader card. He's the boss. He's the big man. And so this woman can be somebody who is in a position of power. She often would be, I think. And this is an Aries type of individual. So they are people who set boundaries and rules, and they can reign with an iron fist, or they can set rules and regulations that are for the good of everyone. Okay, so 3 major arcana cards here, which could mean that this is felt very much on an internal level. You could have some very interesting energy during this time. You could be very intuitive and psychic. You could be setting up your own foundations for your own business. And you kind of are taking a leap of faith here. And it could be with this woman, or she's taking a leap of faith with you. But you could also be this Queen of Wands as well. And she is, again, the great attractor. So mind your thinking, mind your emotions, align them, and then just draw what you want to you. Just magnetically pull it to you. All you have to do is put that fire, that emotion to your thought, and watch the magic. Interesting. But I do see a sort of a new path or a new leap of faith here, and it could have something to do with your own business. But you have a very good intuitive feeling about this. I think the Queen of Wands is also rather intuitive, and the High Priestess is psychic. So, as is the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of that energy going around in this reading. But like I said, either someone is taking a leap of faith on you, or you're doing it for yourself. Okay, nice. Temperance then, of course, means that we are turning something into gold in this case, I think. The Queen of Wands has great ideas. She's highly, highly creative. Okay. Yeah, it could definitely have something to do with your work, because this is a healthy work life. It's honing in on your skills. It is being very productive. It's stuff that you've already done, so you know it like the back of your hand, and you just produce. It's also good health and a good wallet. So it's nice money as well. So I do have the feeling like somebody wants to offer you something. And it might just be going on in the background, or you don't know about it just yet with the High Priestess there. It's things going on in the background, stuff that you're not seeing. If you've had any, I mean, with the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, that's just emotional well-being, and maybe that emotional well-being is the thing that really draws this financial opportunity to you. And like I said, with these Seven of Wands, if there's competition around, you win out. Now, maybe this is the competition, but you win. You get it. You get the job. You get the money. You get the kudos. You get the healthy wallet, and you're super happy about it with that Ten of Cups. Life is good. There can be something around the home. Maybe it's a home-based operation. Maybe you want to work from home. It's also possible. And let's get another one with the Queen of Cups and the Five of Wands. So it is that you're going to be, it looks like you're working with other people here with the Five of Wands. You're not the only one involved. Changes. Purification. So this is another transformation card with the Temperance. Things are getting purified with the Death card. It's the end of old situations, the beginning of something new. So this is definitely a new situation that's coming in for the new moon. And I think by the end of the 2 to 4 week period, you're going to see a big shift, a big change. And I almost feel like you could be juggling a few situations. And I think that's what that Five of Wands is. It's kind of pulling you in a few different directions. And you could be busy with several opportunities. You may have to let 1 or 2 of them go, I think, maybe with the Death card. That's also very possible. And it may be that you just get something really great that you can let, if you are multitasking, that you can let something go. Or maybe you even get help from a Queen of Wands. Maybe it's a business and you are employing other people. I do see a lot of information going back and forth with the Knight of Wands. This can be texts, emails, but it is definitely messages, and lots of them. And it's also an erratic energy, which would go with that Five of Wands too. So I feel almost like you'll be on the go quite a bit. You want to be careful driving with the Knight of Wands and not get too erratic, because it is a very erratic energy. And so you want to be extra careful when driving. I'm not saying anything's happening. That's the warning I always give with the Knight of Wands. So, don't text and drive. You just have to pay attention, that's all. But again, the Knight of Wands is a lot of messages going back and forth. So I do feel that there's a big change coming up for you, and I think it's going to make you extremely happy. I think you're going to be very, very happy about the situation. Yes, you will. What does Spirit want you to know? You have the Star card. That's lovely. It is hope. It is future unfoldment. It is that the situation is under a lucky star, that you'll be guided to where you need to go, and just the future looks bright. It's really nice. It's hopeful energy. It's information as well, because it's associated with Aquarius. So information can definitely come to you. And I definitely see that here with the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of, I think there's going to be a lot of talking on the phone or texting, emailing, that kind of thing. Maybe you will work a lot on a computer. That's also very possible. Okay. I like it. I think it's nice. It feels very magical to me. And with that Ten of Cups as the center card, that's really kind of the star of the show as well. You're just going to be super happy with the way things are turning out for you. Very emotionally pleased. I like that. This is good. You have a lot of major arcana, so there is a lot of change going on, and you do need to be patient as this change happens. But I don't really see here a whole lot of agitation, except for the Five of Wands, and that's even sort of after the fact. I think that's after things get going, and then you're going to be busy bee. That's my feeling. I hope this has been helpful. I will be back in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. I do the dailies. I wish you the very best. Enjoy the Ten of Cups and the Star card. Really nice reading. Well done. Talk to you soon. Take good care.